I will just take you for a quick trip through navigation of the CGSI website where those archives are, Czech and Slovak archives. Actually, you can find them all under one roof. It's like one place shopping. All those links to Czech and Slovak archives are on our website. So you just need to type to your web browser cgsi.org, which stands for Czechoslovak Genealogical Society International. And you actually even don't need to be a member of this organization to reach those archives. But if you want to know more, for example, to see articles from the quarterly periodical Naše Rodina, so then it is really great to consider to be a member, and then you can read all those articles about how to reach and how to go through those Czech, Moravian, Slovak archives. We have also a large digital library on the website. So if you are a member, then you can reach all those recorded presentations from various conferences, webinars, and there are definitely some related to Czech and Slovak archives and what everything is in those archives. Okay, let's go. You just go to that first tab, resources. So just hover the mouse over Intro to Research and click on Using Archives. All right. And on the left, you can see even more like unfolded links, archive list, also how through family search, website, you can go to those archives and more. But let's just continue on the right side, how to use those archives. So there is one National Archives of the Czech Republic, and under that belong those regional archives. And then there are also district archives. So those regional archives might not correspond exactly with those geographic locations. And what I like, you can just, when you click on that very first link, National Archives of the Czech Republic, even on our website, you can see that perfect picture of that archives. So I like to go like to this website, and then when you just scroll down on that first front page, so on the left here, you can see in blue and reddish colors, you can see Národní archivní portál or National Archival Portal. So that's another option, how you can have all those Czech archives, like we say, like na dlani, like on your hand. And so I can see. So here they are, and you can click to pro badatele. You can also switch to English, which stands for researchers. And then here they are, how they are divided. So digital archives. You can see there are university archives. There are specialized archives. Like there should be private archives and various registers, censuses, specialized, and so all that you can explore with all those links. Okay, so that's on that main National Archives of Czech Republic. You can see that website also here, nacr.cz. And then just you scroll down and click on the left to this link, Národní archivní portál. But let's go back to our website. And then let's continue. So what I recommend to use, because they are divided to those regional archives, before you go to that actual archives link, to read more information about that particular archive, because you will learn what's there, what may not be there, how it is organized, and also you need to know first location, right? I always stress location, location, location. So you need to know your village, if not the village or parish where they attended the church. or closest town at least, and be aware that there might be more than one place with the same place names, or even that name, how you know it, your ancestor slightly remember that name differently, or they spelled it differently, or even now that place name might change the spelling. And also in the same region, there might be two places with the same name or very similar name. They would just differ, for example, that it is above a different river. So then, of course, then you would need to search more archives, more than one. For example, for Zámrsk archive, which is in Eastern Bohemia, you can click more information to read about that archives, and always see also that front building, and here is also a link to that archive. So here you can scroll down and see actually what are those boundaries of that archives, what is there, all those places. So that's really great. Then also all those places, they are under this particular archive. Okay, so let's go back. And for example, you want to check Plzeň. So first, let's go to Plzeň archives. You can see that map like there, and all those districts, they belong there. And then you can go straight to that archives and search what's there. So let's go back then, and then there are also Prague city archives for city of Prague, which also now contains those places. They were actually in the past like separate entities, I would say, or communities, but now there are parts of Prague. And then there are also archives in Moravia, and Moravia is a part of the Czech Republic, Moravian Land Archives. So they are called Zemské archívy, or singular Zemský archív. And Czech archives, those are called oblastní archívy. You can see that word here, okay? So there is Brno, Moravský zemský archív in Brno. And then for Opava, that is the like upper half when you divide Moravia to two parts, like upper and lower. So here is Opava archives. So you can see all those regional archives here beautifully on this map. Litoměřice regional archives, Zámrsk for Eastern Bohemia, then Opava, that is Moravian archives, and like for Silesia region too. Brno Moravian archives, Třeboň for Southern Czech Republic, and for Western Czech Republic, Plzeň, like you might know it, like Pilsen archive. Jewish records, they are in the National Archives on their website, so you can explore them there. And then let's continue further to Slovak archives. So here you can see a building of the National Archives in Bratislava, and the same way you can go to Slovak National Archives or Slovenský národný archív in Slovak. And I'm going to click on that link to show you how this looks. I found it helpful when you still stand on that Slovak side, and just later you will switch to English, because it doesn't translate like everything unless you really want to immediately see those contact emails. If you want to write to that particular archive. So here you have all those regional archives with their email addresses, and this is very similar word like in English, right? Contactee. But I would like to show you here in this column on the left the link, and it is this link. So when I was doing it on English side, so it was harder to find. So then for that, I'm going to show that to you in Slovak. So you can see it like štátne archívy na Slovensku, which means state archives in Slovakia. then you can click on those, and here you have them with all those perfect logos, right? So here is that Slovak National Archives, and here is another regional archives, Banská Bystrica, then here is Bratislava, then Košice, Nitra, Prešov, Trenčín, Trnava, and Žilina, which has that archives actually in Bytča. There even like my place where I was born belongs. So, and then you can also switch to English. So then it translates, and then you can click on those actual links. So I hope that helps. And also at the end, I will just say that we do quarterly Czech and Slovak discussion sessions online over the Zoom through CGSI. Quarterly these sessions are, and we can always dismantle one archives after another or a little bit. And I think that's all from me, and thank you very much for attending this webinar. Bye.